Hi friends, and welcome to layout 3 of Life's a Hoot Creative Design Studio layouts. We are going to have so much fun with this layout and an 8x12 flip flap, allowing you to add so many more pictures to your layout. Let's get started. The first thing that we are going to do is lay out our little pieces that we cut on the left side of layout number 3, and we are making sure that all these pieces should be 4 inches, because you want to make sure that you are staying to the left of 8 inches. So you see I have my 8 at the top. So again, I'm always working with my numbers backwards, but I have my 8 at the top here, and I want to make sure that I'm staying to the left of the 8 because we are going to have an 8x12 flip flap on this side. And so this is going to be our top layer. And I'll give you a little sneak peek of what's below. Look at there, all of those fun photos. So we're going to start by adhering these 4-inch strips down. You can really do them in any order that you like, but I did follow the pattern in your guide, okay? All right, there we go. We have that piece down. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is one of these purple and gold stickers. And we want to again keep this to the left of the 8. Okay, so I'm going to line it up right at the 8, the top and the bottom. Okay. I feel like I'm slightly a little crooked, but I think we're okay. All right, the next thing that we are going to do is put down this glacier patterned paper. All right. And then we're just going to lay these down here for a minute and fit them in. I highly recommend you do that first. And then we will start adhering them. There is just a little bit of white space. And if you wanted a little bit more white space, you could trim down your lagoon, or you could make your lagoon piece the actual 3x4, 3x3, 4x4, and make your photo slightly smaller. And I did actually think about doing that, but you see I am just going with it like this. Okay, so there's just a little bit of white space. Okay. So now we're going to adhere these pieces down. And this one here, I'm sorry I didn't say, this one here is from your PML cards. Okay. And you can really use any of the PML cards, or you can save that as a picture spot. But I really liked the added journaling there. And you'll see when we put our other side, we're going to have a larger image down here, so it creates your balance across your page to have that up there. You know, one of the things that we keep in mind when we're creating our layouts is, you know, that we do, I see I got a little bit crooked, we do our embellishments in odd numbers, right? And we try to cluster and kind of like triangles, just like when we're stamping, right? Random stamping, we stamp in triangles. That's the same thing. The triangle shape is more appealing to the eye and the odd numbers. When you have your layouts, you also want to think about traveling your eye across your page, and that triangle shape pulls the eye across your page, right? So if we have something on our left side that's heavier over here, then we want to then put our next heavy up here, right? Or make it travel across your page. All right, there you have that. Look at how fun that is. It looks like I got a little crooked. You know me, my friends. I have such a hard time lately getting everything straight, but you can see I got a little bit crooked in my gap there, but that's okay. You guys can make yours straight. All right, so there is our base of the left side, and we will come back and embellish this in a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and get our base pieces done for layout number 1. I'm sorry, for layout number 3. Okay, so now we're going to work on this part right here, and this is going to be your flip flap that's going to go on top of what we just created, right? Now here we have a piece of glitter paper. Actually going to move this out. Okay, so this piece is this piece is 3/4 from the bottom, and I just centered it in the center this way. Okay, so 3/4 from the bottom. We have a little bit more space at the top because we are going to put a larger sticker up here, but we're 3/4 from the bottom, and then I centered it from side to side. Okay, then we're going to add in our patterned paper. Okay, and that's just going to get centered with that little bit of border on our glitter paper. Okay, so we have the bless this nest, and I am going to remove the sticky from this one so that we can add some foam tape behind it. And I am also going to bring in this sticker. Look at our shimmer and shine on there. Can you see the shimmer? I know it's so hard in the camera. Hopefully you can see that. So pretty with that gold. Okay, I am going to remove this sticky from this one too because I want to place this one before, or decide where I'm placing this one before I put my photo mats down. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some of my 3D foam tape on the back of this one. Almost judged that perfectly. Look at that. I do want to bring this down just a little bit so it's closer to me. Okay, and I'm just going to center this right up there like that. All right, and then we're going to put our photo mats down. Okay, and then this sticker here is just going to go down here at the bottom. We're going to center it. And I'm putting 3D foam tape on the back. And when I remove my 3D foam tape, I'm going to want to make sure that I don't remove it where it's going to overlap on my photo. All right, and then we're just going to put, so I only removed the backing from a few of the pieces until I get my photo in there. And then this is going to get centered right here. There's a few other stickers we're going to add in there. At least a couple. Okay, so we're going to just put that there for now. All right, so there we're going to come back and add a little bit more embellishing to this, but I want to get all of our base pieces done. So we're going to go ahead and turn this over now. Okay, and the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add this glacier pattern paper all the way over to the right side of this 8 by 12 piece. Okay, and we're just going to line it up to the edge. Make sure you don't go over, because if you go over, it won't fit in the flip flap. Okay. Next, we've got a piece of our glitter paper. Okay, and that's going to go right next to Okay, and then we have a piece of the zip strip. Oh, that was off. Okay, so this, when we open it, is going to be right next to our other glacier patterned, right? Like that. Okay, so when we open this, it's gonna look like that. And so before I place my next photo mats, I wanna put these side by side so I can decide. And you know, I played with these a little bit. You know me, I like to play with things. And so I had these going all different ways. I had them straight down the middle. I had them kind of like this. Okay, so I had them like straight down the middle. I had them offset like this. And then I brought in this little guy to go down here. Okay, you can really decide. I also had them like that. But I have to tell you, with as straight lined as everything is over on this side, what I decided upon was to have them straight and lined up so that when you're looking at this whole picture open, it looks more cohesive with this side. So it matches more into this side rather than having, you know, something like this and that. But you can do it however you choose, okay? But this is what I am deciding on. Okay, so here's what I was saying about drawing your eyes. So you see we're gonna create a triangle in our images here. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do the right side of layout number 3 before we come back and do some more embellishing on here. So we're gonna go ahead and set this aside for now. The first thing that we are going to do is go ahead and adhere our pieces down to the right side of layout number 3. These are 3-inch strips, and I'll have to tell you, I just started gluing mine down thinking I was recording, and good thing I got up and checked in the camera because I wasn't recording. Oh my goodness, if I would have completed this whole layout and not been recording. Good thing I checked. So we're gonna start adhering these pieces down along the right side of layout number 3. I am following the guide right here in the order that I am doing them. I said when we did the left side that you could do them in any order you wanted, but you do want to know that these do travel, they do match up from the left side, from the right side, from the right side to the left side. So these truly are over on this side, and they do match across. So if you followed the guide, you're going to want to do that again. If you did them your own way, you're going to want to follow the way that you did them on the left side. All right, so here we go. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is put this strip down. And I am going to turn my layout this way to make it a little bit easier for me to see. Okay. All right, and the next we are going to adhere these. You'll see that I've added glitter paper in there. And the other thing that I want to point out is that, so I added the glitter paper, and you see here, some of these they have matted in white with their photo, and some of these they have the lagoon. I was very tempted to put the lagoon up on all of them, but you would need to bring in another piece of lagoon paper to do that. And honestly, I liked the white because of the diagonal, the way it drew your eye. And also each one of these backgrounds, if you notice, are different. The purple, the splotchy one, the stripes, and then the glacier pattern. So I thought that it looked okay to have the different mats just as they've done here. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and create each one of these sections and get them ready to adhere down. All right, so there we have those. Okay, so this one is going to go a quarter. Because we added that glitter paper in there, we're going to go over a little bit more. So we're going to do a quarter and a quarter. You can use the journaling strips, the stickers. You can use the white daisy cut, or you can just write down there. Either way. Okay, so now we're going to work on some stickers. So this guy's going to go right there in the center. I'm going to remove my sticky from this large pink flower. Okay, then we have this little one. You noticed I numbered most, if not all, of our stickers on here. Most of them. I see a few I didn't. Oh, I see how crooked. Oh, maybe my paper's crooked. I'm telling you, friends, how much I have an issue with putting things straight. I see this whole piece here is crooked. Okay, I'm not going to try to lift it because I am going to rip my paper. There we go. Oh, that still looks crooked. Okay, the next thing that we are going to do is put our embellishments down for this side. And I am going to go ahead and put some foam tape behind these flowers. Okay, so after I fussed a little bit, here is what I decided with the stickers in that center cluster. So there's two little blue ones, your gold leaves, the purple flower, and the yellow flower. And here's the cluster up over here and down here. So I'm shaking the camera. All right, so that completes this part of layout number 3. Okay, so next we are going to work on the inside of our flip flap here. And there are additional sayings, so you can choose which sayings you want on here. But this is how I'm going to do this. I've got a triangle over here. So you notice we've got a triangle here. So we bring our eye here and then over here, right? So we drag our eye across our page. And I'm going to go ahead and put these down. All right, and then we're going to bring in some more flowers in here. All right, so here we have our front page. Bless our nest. Okay, we've got all of our little clusters down here. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then this is going to open up like this. And there are a few extra little embellishments you could tuck in somewhere if you wanted. All right, so I had one little of these pink ones left, and I'm going to stick that just down right in here. All right, so I've added that pink little acrylic piece down there. And there, my friends, we have finished layout number 3. The last thing that we are going to do on layout number 3 is to add our 8 by 12 flip flap on the left side. So I've gone ahead and put my 8 by 12 page here into the flip flap. You want to make sure that it is seated nice and firmly all the way down into your page protector, as well as having your base layout all the way down in the page protector as well. If you have a hard time getting your layout into the flip flap, you can slightly trim the bottom of your layout or the top one side. The flip flap is exactly 8 by 12, and our piece of paper that we were putting in here is 8 by 12 also, so it makes for a real tight fit. But if you just slightly trim a little off the top or the bottom, it will help you to be able to get your page into your flip flap. Okay, so there's our fun base page down there, and then we're going to add the flip flap here on the top. I'm going to go ahead and turn this way so it's a little bit easier for me to see. And because we have our base page down here, it's real easy to line up the edge to that, just as you would with the smaller size flip flaps. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and line this up right over the top, okay, of that other flip flap. Okay, and it's easy, it's slippery, so it's easy for it to shift on you, but I'm just going to go ahead and hold that there and then pull the rest of my zip strip out. Okay, so now we have our 8 by 12 flip flap. Look at how fun that is. Super cute. All right, my friends, have a great day.